Hello YouTube. So I've decided I'm going to start at least attempting to release a weekly vlog. I have a 45-minute commute to and from work every day, and I got 15 minutes on one of the legs where I really got nothing to do. And you guys have asked a lot of questions over the past few months that require longer and more elaborate answers than I think is suited for a YouTube comment. So I'm going to use this time to answer some of those questions and just to have a conversation with you guys. This is not going to replace any of my existing content. This is just me sort of rambling on about some thoughts about VR as a whole. So feel free to chime in. I would love to hear you guys' response and your opinions on the matters that I talk about. And if you have any particular suggestion or any question or anything that you want me to cover in a vlog, please ask. Today I'm not in my own car, I'm in my wife's car, so I really hope that my phone doesn't just fall on its face while I'm in the car. So if it does, well, that's a failed experiment, and I apologize for the dangling pink sands. One moment. Yeah, pink sands Yankee Doodle candle. But anyway, that aside, so the topic for today is probably the single most asked question that I've ever gotten on any VR topic. It is, do I have an Oculus Rift? And if I don't, why don't I have one? This is a very, very touchy subject with a lot of people. You get a whole lot of fanboyism, you know, oh no, I like the Vive, I like the Rift, yeah, you suck. And so I've kind of avoided the topic, at least in a public setting. I've responded to a few people on it. But the short answer is no, I don't have an Oculus, and no, I don't plan on getting one. And it's not because I'm a diehard Vive fan. It's not because I'm huge into Steam VR. I am, but that's not the reason why I'm not getting an Oculus. My reasons for not getting an Oculus have changed over time, or maybe not changed is not the right word, but different reasons have come to the forefront, I guess, and other ones have peaked and fell off. The most common reason why I see people, and I sort of subscribe to this too, is you know, that righteous anger towards Oculus and Facebook for what they've done to the Vive community, or sorry, to what they've done to the VR community with how they've created like their little walled garden of content. And that does make me angry. Okay, I'm not going to beat around the bush on that one. Like, that really does piss me off, what they've done and how they've treated content and how they've, made everything or try to make everything proprietarily theirs. Like they want to own virtual reality. And that makes me angry. And that is almost a reason in and of itself for me to not get Oculus. However, it's really not the reason why I don't have one. It is a reason, but it's not the reason. There's no other like, oh, this one feels better, or this one has a higher FOV, or whatever. Like those minor specs, like that's not the reason. Like I really don't care so much about the God ray particles or about other reasons, that people don't like having the Oculus. For me, there is one single driving factor as to why I will not get an Oculus Rift, and that is room scale. I know that the touch is coming out, okay? Before you just respond before listening to the rest, trust me, I get it. I understand that the touch is coming out, and that will help close the gap. But Oculus is not a proponent of room scale. Right? They're not. They've gone on countless times about how you don't need the 360 degrees to have an immersive experience, and how front facing, or what is it, like 180 degrees or whatever the degree that they're supporting is, or at least recommending, is they're saying that that's good enough. And true, you don't have to have 360 degrees. You don't have to have like full range of motion in order to have an immersive experience. However, if you don't have that, you're cutting yourself off at the toe or at the ankles whenever you're doing it. It really gets under my skin that they try to tell people that the Vive level of tracking it does not significantly amp up the experience. I've tried seated experiences. I've tried front-facing ones, the standing experiences. Some of them are good and some of them are fantastic. But guys, if you haven't tried full room scale, if you haven't if you haven't run yourself into a wall because you have been so incredibly sold on the experience, then you haven't really tried it. You don't know. Room scale, the way that the Vive does it, hopefully is not the long-term, the permanent solution, right? I want a full holodeck. However, at this time, the Vive does the single most immersive experience that can be had. And if you're saying otherwise, you haven't tried it yet, or you're like Palmer Luckey and is just completely sold on selling the Oculus, that you're completely okay, getting rid of reason from this. You cannot tell me that sitting in a chair facing forward or even standing up facing forward is more immersive than being able to do a 360-degree no-scope in VR. Okay, I don't recommend doing that. I've tried it once. It doesn't turn out well. But anyway, you guys get the idea. Like, room scale to me is what makes VR. And if VR does die out, if anything ever were to happen, which despite all the people raving right now about how VR numbers have gone down, I don't believe that's going to happen. But if it were ever to happen, guys, I don't know if I'd be able to get it back into gaming. Like, I've tried going into the flat panel games, but once you have it, there's no comparison anymore. So I really think that the Vive has ruined me from most other games. There are some games that are completely fine without virtuality, but really, that's whenever I'm on the toilet. That's whenever I'm playing on my cell phone. That's the only time I seem to be able to actually get into those games anymore. Anyway, you guys didn't need to know about that, but anyway, so that's my take on it. That's the reason why I don't support the Oculus. It's because, one, that they don't support room scale, and two, because they lie about the importance of room scale. And both those reasons in equal measure make me angry and make it to where I am a diehard room scale Steam VR fan. Not Valve, not HTC, but I am a room scale fanboy, and that's the camp that I follow. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Do you also agree? Have you tried both? Is there anybody out there that feels differently? Like, do you have a Vive and think that room scale is somehow an inferior product compared to the way that I pitch it? What are your thoughts? Let me know. Anyway, guys, that's it for this one. Let me know what topic you'd like to talk about next. I'm going to try to doing these about once a week, and we'll see how these go. And, if you guys like them, I'll keep doing them. If you don't like them, well, then I'll just keep my lousy mouth shut and just get back to games. Anyway, guys, that's it. If you like this, please hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the downvote button. And if you want to see more of these videos, please hit subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.